here. Now, I want to talk to you about the Marxist lens, which we're going to be looking through and possibly solve these people's problems with. And the Marxist lens is really a way of looking at things through a social, economic, and possibly social class hierarchy. And this lens really is going to help us develop possible solutions to the problems, because the monster, who's really trying to find his way into the social hierarchy. And through this Marxist lens, this is probably the best ways to look and solve these problems with. Hi, this is Dr. Dell here, and we're coming together today to talk about disturbing problems between the creator versus the createe. Now, I have a very special guest, and Monster, could you please come here, please? This is the monster created by Victor Frankenstein, and we just want to get your side of the story on what happened. So, Victor, he created you, is that correct? Yes. So, now, I don't want you to be called Monster, because I think that's demoralizing to you. What would you like to be called? Oh, Dave, that's nice. So, Dave, when you were created, what made you who you are? Now, was that a part of the fatherly abandonment, or was that just a part of your actual nature? Fatherly abandonment. I see. Now, so also, Dave, I also have another guest. Victor, can you please come out? Now, calm down. Now, this is the creator of Dave, and now he says that you abandoned him as a adolescent because once he is created, he did not know the things and the moral between right and wrong when he was created. Now, when you created him, you ran off. What is your side of the story?
I mean, look at him. I mean, he ain't no perfect person. I mean, he's ugly. I mean, he scared me. He was big, scary, strong. And I mean, I felt like the best thing for my safety was to leave. And, you know, I'm sorry for that, but I think me leaving was the best idea.
So you admit to leaving and abandoning this being?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, Monster, excuse me, Dave. Now, when he ran off, where did you go, and what did you learn while you were off in the woods? So you were in a hole, correct? Oh, fire. So you created fire. Oh, and it burned you? Okay, so you were able to figure out that fire was good, but to a certain point. That's nice. So you were able to observe people. Now, what were you able to learn, and who did you learn from?
Well, you see, Dr. Dell, I learned from the Lacey family. I was in a hole for quite some time, gathering up all the information that I could, watching their habits, learning what they do, what they said, and how their body reacted when they said those things, and ended up learning the languages, and then reading a few books along the way to understand the language and how to interact with people in society.
So you were able to get what you weren't able to get out of Victor, your creator.
Yeah.
So let's say that you were able to learn this. Could you think, or do you think that if you were able to learn more and possibly have a fatherly figure in your life, that you would become a functional member of society and a part of the social class system?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Without a doubt. I mean, when babies are born, they're in society because, I mean, they look the same as everyone else, but you still have to teach them how to be in society, and that's all I needed. I just didn't have the look to be in society. Can't judge a book by its cover, Dr. Bell.
Ah, exactly. Now, going back to you, Victor. Now, if he had this fatherly figure, and your creator, correct? Now, why did you create him?
I thought it was a good idea at the time. No, not so much. I mean, you're scaring people, killing people. I mean, you were just out of control, and I did not expect that to happen. I abandoned him. Yes, I know. Don't. I abandoned him. But look, he thinks, just because he learns all that stuff, he's going to be accepted by society, and it's not true. Look, you ain't the prettiest person in the world, and you're pretty big, and
Neither.
Oh, Mr. Dave, we don't need any of that.
And you're pretty tall and big and strong, and well, I don't think you'd be pretty accepted in society by the way you look.
But was that you knew that you were what you were creating? So when you created this being, do you think that this could be a result of your mistakes?
I didn't think I was going to create a monster.
Then what were you creating?
A human trying to bring things back to life.
But obviously,
apparently, I brought back a monster.
Okay. Now, what do you think? No, excuse me. With creation comes responsibility, just as a parent. Now, what you need to learn how to do is become responsible for this being. Now, I understand that when you learned and read those books, such as Lost Paradise, and you wanted a companion, is that correct?
Of course.
So you went to Victor and asked him for a companion,
right.
And so what was your motives, and what would you do if you would have received this companion?
I mean, everyone needs to be loved by someone. Everyone can't just be by themselves all the time. That drives people crazy and mad, and then they end up going to do weird things,
Maybe you should
bad
kill
things.
people.
Well, so
Now, let me do the question asking over here. Thank you, Victor.
So when I went to go try and get a companion, I wanted to have someone that I could be with for the rest of my life. Go into the woods, wouldn't bother anyone, just be us two.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't think that was a good idea.
Now,
And he got what was coming to him.
Now, Victor, I understand that you were in the process of making this companion, but what changed your mind?
Look at him.
No, you don't need a scientific answer. I want you to break down. You are an onion and I am the knife. I want you to break down and give the emotional, deep, philosophical answer that we're all looking for.
I don't want another monster running around killing people. That's what it is. He killed 3 or 4 people. And what are you gonna do with 2 of them? You can't control. If you can't control 1, you can't control 2. I mean, you're just making more of a problem. And what are the odds that actually go off into solitude and die in a hole? They ain't gonna do that. They want to be with society. And all the friends you could have had, you killed. So I mean, that's not my fault.
So, going back to you, Mr. Dave. Now, what is your response to his answer?
Well, I know that if I was looking for a relationship and I killed your wife, your cousin, and killed one of your friends.
Now, let's stop right there. Now, why did you go off and kill all those people? Innocent people, by the way.
Cops.
No.
Well,
no.
Hey.
Hey.
Not now. Not now.
Because I was upset with Victor. I wanted to hurt him as bad as he hurt me. He took away any possibility of anyone loving me, so I took the possibility of people loving him.
So this was an instance of an eye for an eye, or a tooth for a tooth. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think, after all the hardship that he's been through, and that you put him through, from adolescent abandonment, that he should have been able to fit in society somewhere, somehow. And even if he didn't fit in society, he should have been able to have a companion go through his hardships with.
Nope. I do not think so. Because, I mean, I did not intend for him to turn out like that. I did not intend for him to go around killing people. Eye for an eye, but I mean, what does that actually do? I mean, you just, make people sad. You're just going to continue to keep that streak going? Make people angry at you? I mean, that's all you're doing, making people angry at you.
But if it was not your intention, then why did you create this being in the first place? With creation comes responsibility. Just as a parent to a child. You're not going to leave a child to fend for itself. You have a responsibility to take care of that child and nurture that child.
Not when it tries to attack you.
That is no different from a child throwing a temper tantrum.
Okay, so an 8-foot monster that can rip my head off is different from a child who's not even a foot tall.
It's the same principles.
How is it the same principle? The 12-inch kid can't rip my head off. He can.
It's about taking care of a being and teaching him things from right and wrong. Maybe if you would have taught him.
You think teaching him that stuff's gonna help him? Man,
Yes.
Look at him. That ain't gonna help him. He learned all that stuff and he still kills people. He should know that's wrong.
It doesn't matter right now.
It does matter.
What matters is when
That matters. He killed people.
Excuse me.
He
This
read
is
that-
not your show. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm done. I'm out.
With creation
I'm out.
comes responsibility. Now, thank you. Get ready for Family Feud coming up next.